Hi friends, your girl back with Teaching Tips Tuesday. This is for my teachers and my family members, parents, guardians, whomever. This is going to be teaching kids coping skills. I learned this when I went to I talked about it in a previous video when I went to it was a school summit, innovative school summit in Las Vegas. And this is one of the classes I took, and I thought it was really helpful and really great. And it can help kids in different ages or grades, depending on if you're at home or if you're at school. So the first one is for our younger friends, and this is the hand method. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw their hand. So each child in your home or class can do this. We're going to just trace your hand like we do for turkeys at Thanksgiving, or whatever you want to do. And then you're going to put a little box on each finger, and you're going to put a picture in that box. The kids can draw it, you can cut it out from a magazine, whatever you want to do. But these are going to be their coping mechanisms, their coping skills, their reminders. One of them needs to be a breathing exercise. So many of you might know the breathing like a dragon, or breathing in and blowing out a candle. It's just that reset where we take a deep breath and we calm ourselves down. So let that be one of them. Whatever that breathing exercise is for your family or your classroom, let it be one of those. And then the other ones you can have, depending on what works with your child or your student, or what you've learned or might in the past has worked with other children or students. So that might be counting to 10 or 5, however high your child can count, our student can count. So counting. So we got breathing and counting, and maybe there's one where you need to take a minute for yourself, right? So maybe you go and calm down. One of them might be a yoga stretch or a meditation. Whatever it is that you have taught your children or your students, or you want to teach your students or children, right? So their hand is always with them. That's why we're drawing the hand. It's fun to draw it. It's good to have on their desk or somewhere in their bedroom or kitchen or wherever it is that you send your child to say, oh, it looks like you're upset. Is there a strategy that you can do to help yourself calm down? Otherwise, if they're just out in public and you don't have that hand with you, you can say, oh, let's look at our hand. Which one should we use to calm ourselves down? Because it seems like we're kind of upset right now. We're having big feelings, and it's okay to have big feelings, but we have a way to calm ourselves down, right? So the hand is always with you. So that's why we're going to use that. So that's for our younger kids. As we grow in age, that might seem a little babyish or childish for your older students or older kids, and they don't want to do that anymore, right? So here's a great one that I learned that I thought was such a neat idea. So you get a Sprite bottle, a bottle of Sprite, and you have your student or your child when they're not upset. Okay, this is a learning strategy for them to carry in their brain, not something that they're going to use to calm down. It's going to help them remember. Okay, so this is just a remembering element for calming down. So you get your bottle of Sprite and you shake it up, or have them shake it up. Have them shake it up and ask them to open it without it spewing everywhere. Yeah, they're not going to be able to do it, right? That's not a thing. We all know if you open it up, it's going to spew. They probably know it too. And if they don't, do it outside. Let them open it up. Let them see it spew. It's a good lesson, life lesson on how to open soda, if that's a thing you wanted to know. So here's what you want to do. You want to then take the bottle back after they've shaken it and whatever, or they'll say, it doesn't work. You can't do it. You cannot open it and it won't explode. And you're saying, you're right. That's how anger can be. If we bottle it up and it's shaken and it's too much, it's so much, and we open the bottle and let it all out, it explodes. And it gets all over everyone, and it's messy, and it's hard to clean up. It's hard to fix, right? So here's what you can do. Here's how you open a bottle of soda. Here's how you let your anger out. You let it out a little at a time. Close it back up. A little bit, close it back up. So if you're continually teach your children that they need to continually express their anger in healthy, slow ways so it doesn't get messy. That's what we're trying to help them remember with the soda bottle, right? So when you're feeling angry, the minute you feel it, give it words. Open it up a little. Say, oh, I'm feeling angry. I'm not happy about how this is going. close that back up. Let's talk about it. Let's see what we can do to help make it go a little bit better so we can all stay calm, right? Oh, no, that didn't work. I'm still not happy. I'm escalating. Oh, let's open it up a little bit. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's close that back down. So the soda bottle is just to help them remember that if they explode, it's messy and it's hard to clean up. But if they calm down, give it words a little at a time, then it's better for everyone. It's better for them and the people around them. So that's just a neat little, I like that little soda bottle trick. Okay, so no one makes you mad. Oh, some of you didn't want to hear that? Yeah, I remember not wanting to hear that either. No one makes you mad. They can't make you anything. You're choosing to be angry. Then that's not saying that you don't have a right to those feelings. I'm not telling you that you are not allowed to have those, that they're not valid. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you have a choice. There's always, always a choice in every situation you are faced with, in every emotional situation you are faced with. You have a choice, right? So you can choose to be angry. You can choose to say, you made me mad. You hurt my feelings. You. Okay. I don't know how productive that's going to be moving forward with that person. However, saying, I'm feeling anger, identify the emotion. I'm feeling anger. And I'm not sure why I'm feeling it, because usually if we really look at it deeply after we've felt our anger is a product of pain. Anger is a product of being hurt. Anger is a product of being scared, right? This happens to me all the time. When my children were little and they would scare me, they would do something that scared me, dangerous situation, and I would get mad at them. Don't do that. Jeez. Right? And it was because I was scared. I wasn't mad at them. I was scared that something terrible was going to happen to them. They're going to get hit by a car if they run out in the street. So if we understand that anger is always a choice, then we can make a different choice. We can identify it. I'm feeling angry. Whoa, I don't want to feel angry right now. I want to identify what's really happening so that I can address that problem. Because when we just deal with the anger, you're making me angry. I'm upset with you. That escalates. It does not solve the problem. It doesn't make anything better, and it doesn't help us moving forward in the next situation that we're in with that, right? So, please teach your children anger is a choice, and you can make a different choice, right? So we will learn about that. You'll tell them, we'll learn about it and we'll practice it more and more as we go, because that's what happens in life. We're all going to be in emotional situations and we all have to work through it. Okay, so ask a kid what they think their gift or talent is and allow them to use it and express it in their education. If that's the case, if they always can recognize that they have a gift and a talent and you've pulled it out of them, and now they know you know it too, whenever they're having an emotional situation, bring that back in. Bring it back in and say, oh, I see you're having big emotions. I see you're upset, whatever it is. You know, I remember you told me that you were really good at X, Y, and Z. And I don't want to invalidate your emotions right now, but it seems like maybe we need to just calm it down for just a second. So can we talk about that thing that you're really good at? What's something you've been working on that lately? You told me you're really good at making YouTube videos. Have you made one lately? And then once we've calmed down and let that nervous system settle, then let's talk about what was going on with the emotion. So kind of a distraction, just for a minute. We're not getting away from it. We're not avoiding the situation. We're just calming it down and pulling out the good in them, that we recognize that they are not this big emotion. They're not this big anger. They have gifts and talents as well. That might work for your family. And then show them a baby learning to walk. That baby is learning to walk and falling down over and over and over. And they're laughing sometimes, and they're having a good time, and they're practicing. Because as human beings, we get really frustrated. But there's this thing called the wonderful failure of learning to walk. I love that. The wonderful failure of learning to walk. We have wonderful failures of learning to do everything. The rest of our lives, right? The rest of our lives with jobs and schooling and chores and anything that we're having to learn to do, we fail at it. We do. And it's a wonderful thing, because through that failure is how we learn. We all know that logically. We all say it to our kids, but we don't always practice it ourselves. So if you watch a video, if you all watch a baby learning to walk, it really drives it home that there can be joy in the failure. And it's a wonderful experience to learn a new thing, even if it's difficult. All right. There are more on here, but let's stop there. It's, we're at 10 minutes, and I think that those can get you started. If you have some that you use, strategies for helping deal with big emotions, helping kids, helping other people, put them down in the comments. And if you want to know more, I have another page, so I can make another video. Let me know what you think about that. Thanks so much. I hope these tips help. I love that we're building community. I love that we can help each other get through this, this thing called life together. Thanks, everyone. See you next time.